Hello guys, it is Gate of Theories here. Now, while you're watching this video, you're probably stuck inside and very bored. So first of all, thank you so much for clicking on this video when you have the entire internet. I'm very grateful for that. And you may be watching this on a computer, a phone, a tablet, TV, or any other type of device, and you're most likely relaxing as there's really nothing much to do, as you're most likely in isolation right now because our world is going through something pretty big. Not going to mention it because I don't want to get demonetized, but I'm sure we all know what I'm on about. And if you're watching this years in the future, the year right now is 2020 and everyone is indoors. Surely that gives you the clue of what's going on. Anyway, it's great that everyone is staying at home, and make sure that you do for your own safety and everyone else's. But like I said, many people have started to get, let's just say, very bored. And that's just it, just really bored. I've got bored, and I'm sure you're very bored as well. And because you can't go to church, you can't play sport, you can't go to the beach, or even go on holiday, or watch a play, or really just have a nice walk with friends, you literally just have to stay inside. And the first thing that everyone now does when they're bored is watch a streaming service, maybe binge some Netflix shows. However, recently, especially in Europe, which came at a pretty good time as everywhere in Europe is basically in lockdown, a new streaming service has launched, and that has been in places like America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand for months now, and finally they allowed it in Europe, and finally it is here. The streaming service by the monopoly company themselves, Disney Plus. At first, it seems brilliant. I couldn't ask for anything better. I mean, it's called Disney Plus. It's basically Disney plus Marvel and Star Wars and Pixar, which are all Disney as well. Great! Man, it's kind of worrying just how much Disney owns nowadays. But anyway, Disney Plus launched, and it sounds like what everyone wanted. Basically, the entire library of Disney, plus new shows. It's just perfect. There could be no flaws. Well, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video, because is Disney Plus really that great? Or is there many problems lying around? Today, we're going to go and discuss this. But before we go any further, since you're going to be stuck inside all the time, you're of course going to be wanting to watch more and more YouTube. Why not watch some Gate of Theories with us right now? So, if you haven't already, make sure that you are subscribed to our channel, because 99.1% of you who are watching this video right now are not subscribed, and we want to get that way up. So if you're not subscribed, make sure that you are. And to the subscribers there, that 0.1% of you that's still watching, thank you very much. I'm really appreciated that. Except from, if you're not subscribed, make sure that you are right now, so that you can join that 1% and make them not feel so lonely. Come on, you can really do that. Just do it. It only takes one button. And also, before we go any further, please make sure that you have your notifications turned on. Right, let's get on with the problems of Disney Plus. So, to start with, let's talk about Disney Plus as a whole, and then I'm going to narrow it down to mainly UK and the rest of Europe's problems. So, like I said before, it's seeming like the best streaming service you could think of. It has everything Disney, which is what we all love, right? That's very true. When we were younger, we loved to watch Disney Channel or the Disney classics and musicals because it was fun, and lots of people still love going down that nostalgia route. I don't blame you. I love it too. However, after you've gone down that route, if you're not a child, we come to Disney Plus's first problem: adult content. Don't get me wrong, when you first hear about it, it seems like there's a lot of adult content. I mean, there's 3 separate sections based for mainly adults, with Marvel and Star Wars being for mainly around all people. Adults love Marvel and Star Wars, and there's National Geographic as well. So at first glance, it looks perfect for the whole family. All of the Disney stuff for the kids, as well as the adults who want to go down the nostalgia train, and then adult content as well. And this is all backed up by the originals, such as The Mandalorian, based for adults and kids, The World According to Jeff Goldblum, Encore, all based for adults. However, that's basically it. Everything I just said there, that's it. Compared to the other streaming services such as Netflix or Amazon, they have a lot more adult content. Heck, Netflix even has a kids section, and if you want to have a main profile, then that will give you access to all the adult content, and if you're a child, then you have your own little kids section with only kids stuff. However, Disney Plus seems to all be a kids section, with very few adult-orientated content that a child wouldn't enjoy. For example, it's very hard to find something that isn't PG rated, basically rated for anyone under the age of 12. You can get a few 12/PG-13 rated shows and movies through Star Wars and Marvel, but good luck trying to find anything that's over that, such as 15s or 18 rated. This means there's no romance, dramas, thrillers, horrors, action, comedy, sci-fi, and more based solely just for adults. Instead, they're based for kids and maybe a few bits adults. This is a huge problem, and one of the best things the other streaming services do is have exclusives for these certain age boundaries. Netflix and Amazon especially, who have exclusives for all ages. For example, Amazon's Just Add Magic is an exclusive for kids, or Netflix's Riverdale for teens, then Netflix's Black Mirror for adults. Disney Plus has exclusives, but many are all just family orientated, which is fine. Every streaming service should have them, but apart from that, they're mainly just focused on kids, such as High School Musical, the musical, the series. This moves us on to Disney Plus's second problem, exclusives. In fact, exclusives were some of the things at D23 where Disney Plus was basically advertised at that were mainly looked at. Exclusives such as the Marvel shows or The Mandalorian, these seem like perfect adult contented shows, which they are. However, that was basically it. And speaking of the kids exclusives, they don't have many of them either. They basically at the moment only have very few exclusives on the site. Of course, it's pretty early days. However, Netflix and Amazon still have lots of exclusives coming out all the time, as it gets people in and prevents people who already own the streaming site to leave. Now, Disney was very clever and made sure stuff like The Mandalorian was out first, so people would instantly buy it, as it's Star Wars, a huge company. But after you've binge-watched through it, there's basically nothing apart from the nostalgia train, and after a few weeks of that, you're going to be very bored again and just go on to a different streaming service. I'm pretty sure everyone would much rather binge watch some Amazon or Netflix exclusives that are for all ages, and there's loads, than actually watch any Disney Plus exclusives, because once you've seen all of them, there's literally nothing else. Now, maybe this will change in the future, and Disney Plus is pretty new, but right now, there just isn't enough exclusives to keep viewers that much interested. If I'm wanting to start a brand new show, I'm going to go to a different streaming service. Finally, this takes us to our final point, Europe releases and other countries. If you wanted to binge watch The Mandalorian, you better be in either North America or Australia, as otherwise you're pretty stuck. Disney has made what I think a really stupid decision, especially during this whole world situation that we're in right now, where they randomly released the streaming service in those countries first, for example, Australia, America, Canada, and then made Europe wait months to finally get it. When it finally came, however, Europe still has to wait for all of the limited exclusives that they actually have to come out, so there'll be no binge watching. Literally, in Europe, we're having to wait week after week before a new episode of The Mandalorian comes out, when Americans have already spoiled the entire season for us because they've had it for months now. Europe also seems to be on a huge delay behind everyone else. Just recently, Pixar's new movie Onward was released on Disney Plus because of the whole world situation, but it was only released in America and Canada and not in Europe. Europeans barely got to even go to the cinema to watch it, as everyone was about to go into lockdown, and now we can't even watch it at home. Like, it's a pretty stupid decision. And there's many other films and TV shows that only America and Australia have. And there's many other films and TV shows that only America and Australia have on Disney Plus, whereas the rest of the world are left still waiting. Another example is Frozen 2. Europe has to wait till July before that's released on Disney Plus. I honestly don't understand why Disney have done that, but they seem to just want Europe to wait. Who knows why? But anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure that you smash that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Tell us in the field section down below if you like Disney Plus or if you prefer any of the other streaming services. And if you want to see all of the streaming services compared, like the main ones, then you can check out the link in the description down below that will take you to another one of our videos. But also, while you're down there, comment down below any other problems you found with Disney Plus, like maybe just actually using the site. I'm just talking about like the broad, like actual content. Maybe there's problems in using the site. Make sure you leave it all down below there. And as always, we've been here on Gated Theories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.